Hello everybody, Laura back again. I'm having to do a little bit of revision work with my sweater because one of the panels was too large. So I counted up how many, where'd it go? There it is. No, that's not it. Okay. I counted it up. There's my gray thread. I counted up how many rows the shorter one was, and then counted up how many rows I needed on the longer one, and then I took it back, shortened it, took off the yarn. So now I'm having to do special bind off on this end. Oops, I just lost my stitch. Okay. And this is called, I did lose the stitches right there. That's why I put the gray yarn in. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's gray yarn all the way through every single one of those live stitches so I wouldn't lose them. So this is called the crochet bind off. And I've done a little bit to make sure it was going to work. I've tried a couple of different varieties of bind off. This will cause it to not curl like the other one does. So I may have to adjust the ends of every single one of my pieces, but that's okay. So I'm going to talk you through it, and then I will just finish up the rest really fast, okay? So go through like you're knitting, pick up the yarn, pull back through the stitch, slide it off the needle, pick up the yarn, and this is the crochet part. Go through the two. So it's like knitting and like crochet. So you go through like you're knitting, grab that yarn, slide it off, grab the yarn, and go through those two. And these big old stitches are actually working themselves out just great, as you can see. So let me show you one more time, and then I will go ahead and finish the rest of this real quick. So you go in the stitch like you're knitting it, pull that yarn through, have two loops on the hook, slide it off the needle, grab the yarn, pull it through those two loops. Pretty easy. Okay, now that I've got the that crocheted binding, you can actually see that it is going to roll for me. Maybe not as tight as the other stuff was, but it is going to roll for me. So that'll work out just beautifully with my, we just have to be the bottom, because I was going to go with, see, this would be the top. Wait, this would be the top. And this would be the bottom. Yeah, that looks right. So see, it's actually going to roll. Just not quite as rounded, but it's still going to roll for me. So, since that worked out so beautifully, I can now pull out my string, my gray yarn that I kept everything together with so that I wouldn't lose any stitches in the process. All right. This is going to take a little more pulling than I thought, but that's okay. I'll get it out quickly as I can here for us. And then the next step would be to sew these two together, but I still need to get two more built. So if it's okay with all of us, well, I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go ahead and make two more panels before I sew them together. So that is how I fixed the fact that I made this one panel too long. And I really like this crochet, I really like this crochet bind off, because it keeps its elasticity of the knitting machine knit, and it's still curled beautifully for me. So, hi Venus, are you going to be on camera again? You don't realize you are, do you? Mama's string, honey. Here we go. Now it pulls out all the way. Beautiful. And done. So now they are the same length. And it still curls for me very nicely. So that's it. Next week I will have more panels done, and we'll see what happens then. Okay? Thanks. Be safe. Bye-bye.